Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. So today is podcast day, and it's where I kind of show you what I've been up to over the past week and maybe give you a little tidbits here and there of what's to come, if there's anything to come, and also to go over any happy mail or even just acquisitions that I've picked up along the way this past week. And yeah, then at the end, I do a show and tell where I show your work off and tell what you've told me about it. So, all right, everyone, what is this channel about? If you are new here, welcome, and welcome to all of the returning viewers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for watching my videos each and every time they come out from start to finish, and leaving a comment. That is always awesome because I get to interact with you. All right, so we have knitting, needle tatting, spinning yarn, processing fiber, dyeing fiber, crocheting, Tunisian crochet, the Addy knitting machine. There's so many different things here. There's little tidbits here and there that are like darning a sock or just random stuff, how to choose color palettes. And I believe that there will be some talking about some spinning coming up soon. And that's not just for those of us who spin. This is actually designed to go out to those of you who crochet, knit, or use yarn in different, other fiber arts besides spinning. We're going to be talking about the twist in the yarn, both commercialized and hand spun. So that will be coming up. It may not be this week. It might be the following week. It depends on how quickly I get my videos straightened out and ready to go. So next we'll move into what have I been up to this week? Lots of spinning yarn. So we're still on Tour de Fleece, Tour de France, Tour de Fleece, same time frame. And it's where those of us that spin, we spin yarn, we have goals set, we maybe have little challenges, things like that. So I've been spinning like a crazy person, but I'll show you. I've got a couple of things here in front of me. And one thing I did was a second bobbin of green. I still have the other three colors to do another bobbin of. Now that's just a 2-ounce bobbin, but yeah, I do need to do 3 more colors so that way I can ply before the end of the last week, ply together those colors and create that yarn that I want to create so bad. I did ply those purples that I showed off last week. They are now plied. So we have this sparkly tweed yarn. So that is ready to soak. I'm going to be soaking a bunch of different yarn basically at the same time because all of this was a request from a friend of mine. So that's what I've been doing, is spinning a lot for this friend of mine. So I was spinning the pink champagne and the Aries and to ply together, and she loved the colors so much. She ended up ordering one of each of those fibers and had them sent to me so that way I could make her a second hank and she could have 2 hanks of it. In doing so, she loved the purple so much, she got another one of the purple tweed to go with the It Calls Me, I think is the name of it, the sparkly one. So she could have 2 hanks like that. So that is a lot of what I've been doing. And since I finished those 2, I started actually plying them together. So here we are. There they are, plied together. So that has been a lot of fun, a lot of enjoyment, because I get to really focus on spinning and enjoy spinning. Now, what else have I done? So I was asked if I would, several lives in a row, I was asked if I would do some type of baby shower gift. And then it kind of, as the lives went, I kind of went through the process of, well, what exactly are we looking for? Is it girl? Is it boy? Is it a neutral color? Is there a color scheme? Kind of going through the process of what exactly was this specific person looking for. So in doing so, I did the diaper cover, which is an easy workup. I made this to send to her and see what she thought of it. So it's not just a diaper cover. And this was just a workup to get an idea. And it has ruffles on the butt. And an 1.5 inch size button. And this is a 0 to 3 months. So when I recreated it, I did it in a different yarn. I did it in a heavier worsted weight. And I also did it where it was adjustable on both of the flaps. So instead of one hole, each flap has 2 holes. So you could actually make it smaller if, needed when we have a newborn and then have a little bit of growing stage. But again, here are the ruffles on the booty. So that will be also coming out soon. And I finished my socks. So I have another 2 pair of socks. I have socks done. So yay, I am thankful they are done completely. I can wash them, throw them in my drawer, and have 2 new pair of socks. Thank goodness. I'm excited because I was in need of finishing those, so they were off my needles. Now, yesterday I got to go romp around in the semi with my husband. It was just a short trip, 3-hour total round trip. It was pretty local. And so I was able to get off the farm and go for a drive with my husband in the semi. And I took some yarn with me and just started doing something simple just as we were driving along. And I just started working up a C to C. Very simple, easy workup. Something that I could just watch the lay of the land and crochet and enjoy. So that's just corner to corner, kick back, enjoy a break from spinning, the break from knitting, crocheting, the farm, everything, 3 hours away. So that is what I did during the drive. And then after the drive, we had other errands to run. We had to, do our normal get feed and all of that stuff. And in doing so, I run into Hobby Lobby and picked up the rest of the lever backs that I need to create the stitch markers from my lamp work beads to do the stitch markers for all of them. It was an order for 80 and I needed more lever backs. So I picked those up. And of course, you can go in with blinders on in Hobby Lobby, but that doesn't mean it always works. Because as soon as I rounded the corner, there was the clearance aisle. And in that clearance aisle, I found these beads. And I love these beads. So they just grabbed my attention. This set of 3 different sizes was 99 cents. The original price is $3.99. Yeah, okay. The other 2 are supposed to look like malachite. They're not, but they are supposed to resemble malachite. Now, they were $7.99 originally, and I got them for $1.99 each. Not bad. So, greens and turquoise color. I'm excited to be able to make myself some jewelry out of those. I love my greens. As you can see, I love my greens. I did receive a Happy Mail. Well, a couple of Happy Mails. I received a squishy Happy Mail, and I kind of showed you one thing in all of this, and it was that C2C I was working on was from the box of Happy Mail. Now, I received an amazing box of Happy Mail from Mr. Russ. It's Raining Yarn, and I am just so absolutely in love with everything in it. I've not used Hirschner's except for what he sent me originally, and I loved it. I absolutely love working with it. It's gorgeous. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my Premier, but this is awesome. I am so very thankful, blessed, and just absolutely humbled by his kindness. So I'll go through and show you that somewhat quickly, because there is a lot to unpack in here, and again, I am just very, very thankful. So he sent me this Hirschner's Worsted Celebrate, and the color is Harvest. So he sent 4 of those. And one is the C2C, and the other one is out in the bag. Because I took 2 of them with me just in case something happened. You never know when you're driving down the road. Something could always happen. He sent me, let's see if I can find, this is Papaya. And it is a 2-ply classic Afghan yarn. Again, the color is Papaya. And let's see. He sent the same type of yarn. And the colorway is True Green. Same Afghan yarn. And then he sent another one, and it is colorway, let me see. They've got the sticker over it. Let me see if I can. Well, I can't read because they got the sticker over the top of it. This is from the Hirschner sale. And how do I get? Awesome. Absolutely awesome. But at any rate, it's this actually really pretty almost salmon color, and that might be what it's called. It might be salmon color as far as the actual name of it, but anyway, it does look very salmon color to me. So there was those, and then he sent Very Merry is the colorway, and this is Worsted Stripes. Yes. So there's those 2. And let's see, what is this one? This one is called Christmas, which I loved when I seen it. Folks unboxing their countdown box from Russ. I seen it and I was like, oh, that's too cool. But the Celebrate yarn, and it is the Christmas one. Super pretty. Very, very nice. Then he sent some that remind me of puzzle yarn. And the color on this is Holly Jolly. Let me see if there's another one. Nope. Okay, so one Holly Jolly. And this one is Ruby Pines, which is really pretty greens. And then we have Mistletoe Magic. 3 of those. Mistletoe Magic. And then he sent 3 bags of these donuts, and they're Willow Yarns Daily DK Weight. And let me see if I can find a color. Sweet Peaches. It is such a beautiful color. Beautiful, beautiful color. So there's 3 bags of these. Now the yardage in these, let me see if I can find it. It's a superwash wool, and it's 284 yards per little donut, and I have 9 little donuts. So that's awesome. That's going to make something amazing. But thank you so very much, Russ, for the amazing happy mail. As I said, I am very blessed and very humbled for your kindness. Thank you so very, very much. Let me move some of this back into the box real quick so that way I can show you the other item that I received. Again, very thankful, very, very thankful for this yarn. I'm blown away. Now I need to empty off some of that leftover yarn that I've been trying to get used up and off the shelf. I'm going to have to get it off the shelf and find a spot for all of this beautiful yarn. I'm so excited. All right. So last but not least, I received a new spinning wheel. Now I have 2-ounce bobbins for my Nano. I've got 2-ounce bobbins. I have manual spinning wheel, which is 4-ounce bobbin, and I have an 8-ounce bobbin for one of my electric spinning wheels, which is an Ashford. And this electric spinning wheel is a 16-ounce bobbin. And I have been working on it, getting used to it. And I have been enjoying working with it, plying. So it's been a lot of fun. It took a little getting used to. It was most definitely a learning curve compared to all the rest of the spinning wheels. But I am absolutely blown away by that wheel. So, yay! I am excited. So I got that, and that's basically it as far as me in general. And now let's get into what have y'all been working on and sharing. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I love it. So first up, we have Miss Cecilia. Cecilia has shared with us a couple of items this week. Luck of the Draw 11 by Mama Swift. Big twist yarn was used. Very nice. Very, very nice. Luck of the Draw. It is awesome. And next she shared Pretty Posies blanket. Knitted pattern by Premier. I think I remember seeing that. She used the Bloom Chunky in the poppy color. I do believe I remember seeing that pattern when I was scrolling through. Very, very, very nice. Nicely done. Next up, we have Lisa G. Lisa G is sharing another top for her girl, Nikki. I almost said our girl, Nikki, but for Nikki. And so her and I were talking in the live, and I said, ooh, I got a top. I've made a summer top that you could use if you wanted to make Nikki another top. So she got on and she's like, oh, I like that. And she started working it up. And as all of us, we kind of do our own thing. It's not a big deal. If our patterns are an inspiration and you start working them up and you decided to go rogue and do your own thing, yay, that's awesome. You were inspired. That's awesome. So what happened was Nikki said, no, I want it longer. I want sleeves. I want side panels. I want, she's like, I love it, but let's add to it. So here's what she did. She said, I used Spring's lacy top pattern, but my little munchkin changed her requirements in the middle, so I had to wing it. She used the yarn she used was Karen Painterly Cakes cotton. Okay. And let's see. She said, I dislike the striping, but oh well, it fits her so nicely. I will be making another one. I think it looks amazing. And what you did was awesome. Very, very good job. And as always, Miss Nikki looks beautiful in it. Now, Lisa also shared with us a little Care Bear amigurumi for Nikki. So she got a shirt and a Care Bear all in one go. What a lucky girl. Gee, must be nice, Nikki. No, love the Care Bear. She said crochet by Jenna pattern, and it's Big Twist Posh. And she also made a couple of washcloths for a friend. Sugar and cream cotton was used. Super awesome, Lisa. Thank you so much for sharing those. And we also have our Sharon Loves Purple. She's sharing a beach day bucket hat by Hooked on Homemade Happiness. Awesome job, Miss Sharon. The hat looks great. You should have put it on so I could get a picture of it with you with it on. Super awesome job, Miss Sharon. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, I do know that late last night, I did see a quick post. Yes, I did. By Denise Lee. Thank you so much, Denise Lee, for popping that picture in. I seen it like last minute and I said, ooh, since I'm not doing my podcast last night, I am going to definitely add that in. I'll slip it in as I do today's podcast. So she finished her Mary Maxim kit, and I love the colors, the blues and the greens. It's so pretty. What a nice kit that is. I absolutely loved it. Thank you so much for popping that in, Denise Lee. It is amazing. All right, everyone. So that is our show and tell and what I've been up to. Thank you again, each and every one of you, for taking the time to watch each and every one of my videos and comment. It means a lot to me and all of your favorite content creators. They all enjoy hearing from you and getting to interact with you, and also knowing that you're enjoying what they're putting out. All right, everyone, I will see you in the next video. Be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.